What's up, my awesome YouTubers? This is Rhine1988 doing week 57 on the DVD Fiends, and this is my Tuesday review on a Japanese horror movie that I recently saw and got it for a really good price, about $4. And the movie is called Infection. Now, I will say this movie made me cringe. It creeped me out at times. It's a ghost story mixed with revenge in this, payback on some of the characters. And if you've seen the movie, you know why. And you know what their payback or revenge is. But the quick plot line, I'll read off the back of the DVD. It's a patient in a hospital dies to malpractice. In a panic, the doctors responsible stage a cover-up. Shortly thereafter, another patient is left at the hospital doors, dying of bizarre symptoms. When the patient dies, the doctors involved in the cover-up begin acting strangely. Then, one by one, develop the same mysterious and deadly symptoms. So, yes, that is the plot line. Well, it's the basic plot line to this movie. I really enjoyed this. I would say, if I had to give it something, a rate, I would give it about 4 out of 5, and I'll tell you what the negative and great things or positive things about this. The positive things, I'd say that there's a lot of creepy scenes, a lot of really bizarre, crazy scenes that made me cringe. There's one scene where a nurse is she's starting to get these symptoms, and she grabs these dirty syringes, and she's saying we're running out of syringes, and so she puts her hands, or she takes the syringes and puts them in like really hot water, and the nurse that's with her starts screaming, and the doctors come in, and the nurse pulls her hands out, and she's holding the tray of syringes, and her hands are just beet red, and it's just really creepy. Made me cringe, and there's just a lot of other scenes that made me cringe, and creeped me out. So the score in this movie is really good. Silent, well, yeah, it is a gentle score, but really creepy. I found it creepy. There's a really cool twist at the end of the movie that deals with like a revenge plot, and deals with the burn victim that they accidentally killed, and the one that they tried to cover up. So, the negative things about this movie that I did not like, there's actually only two. The characters in this movie, I found a lot of them to be awful, and you could see that when you're watching this movie. I mean, one, they close down the hospital at night because they can't deal with it, and they don't have enough stuff. So they basically close down the hospital and only keep some of the patients. And then they just have negative attitudes, a lot of them. There's one quote in this movie from one of the nurses, and she's one of the sweet nurses. A little bit annoying at times because, she panics too much. But she's talking to somebody, and she says, when I would go to the hospital, all the nurses would be nice and the doctors. And she goes, well, it made me want to become a nurse. And these doctors and nurses, a lot of them, don't really care much, or just, have like a really negative feel to them. So that's the one thing I didn't like. I found a lot of these characters to be, I didn't like them, and yeah, that's all I'm going to say. And they get their, payback, because a lot of them were involved with the cover-up and the death of this guy. And they get that at the end, or they start getting it during the movie. They start seeing things, and they start doing stuff to themselves. Like I said, that one woman put her hands in hot water, and her hands are beet red. So the other thing I didn't like was a couple, like the last minute or two in this movie, or a couple seconds, and there's a scene where there's lockers, I will say that, and that's all I'm going to say. There's lockers in the scene, and green blood comes out, green slime, and it's just, I don't know, I found that they did not need that in there, but, it's their film, so I can't really, I can complain, but, if they want to make it the way they wanted to, that's cool. But, yeah, overall, I really enjoyed Infection. It's creepy. It made me cringe a lot, like I said. The music score, like I said, is great. Very simple. A lot of cringing scenes, really creepy scenes. There's actually one character I liked, and she becomes like a really cool involvement. It's this one old lady, and she's in the hospital, and she's always seems happy, but she can see spirits of people in mirrors or windows. And there's one, you'll find out who she's basically talking to towards the end of the movie. So, but Infection, check it out if you haven't. If you, like I said, if you like Japanese horror movies, ghost story movies, revenge, payback type of movies, check it out. If you like subtitles, and if you don't mind reading them, then check out Infection also. So, great movie. Like I said, 4 out of 5 for me, but still, I highly recommend checking out Infection. So, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed my review for this week. Come back next Tuesday for my next review, and come back this whole week to see some awesome reviews from awesome guys. I will talk to you guys later. I hope you guys are having a good day or night. You guys are awesome. You guys rock. And go eat some Skittles.